Batman probably has more powers in his arsenal than Mr. Beast has cash in the bank, because every 2 seconds, Batman, this human, pulls something out of his fecal cylinder in order to save the day. And this boggles my mind more than trying to understand Apple Maps. And today's no different, because Batman goes from being black to now white in the Batman Universe comic series. So this comedy starts with Batman protecting a very special egg that holds a specific Kinder Surprise inside, and this needs to be delivered to Green Lantern. And he was going to take it to him, but all of a sudden, Vandal Savage, this time-traveling virgin moron, waltzed onto stage and shoved a gun up into Bruce's nostrils, turned his brain into lasagna, and have him bleed all over the clean ground. And while he was dying, he was telling Alfred how much he loves him. But the thing is that his earpiece fell, and he couldn't hear him, so he was just left talking to himself. But I kid you not, all thanks to the power of plot armor, a thing that is more powerful than a slap from your dad, Alfred not only shows up to see Bruce dying, but he sees him just jolt into the air by some magic, dances in the air, and is apparently healed from the bullet wound. And Alfred, like everyone else who read this comic, was shocked to see Batman have the power of a comic book character. Anyways, he hops into his Ferrari with Alfred and heads back into the Batcave to discuss what to do about their lost egg and how they're going to tell Green Lantern about this. But they mostly just discuss about how Bruce somehow came back to life. Was it because of the egg that he had? Did it give him powers? Did it infect him in some way? They weren't able to crack the code until all of a sudden, Nightwing, the donkey who gets passed around like a blunt, shows up to be of assistance to Batman. And once Bruce told him what the mission was, it was time for these island boys to go on an adventure. So they hop into the Batcopter and dive into action to kick the eggs out of Vandal Savage's goons. And after beating up every single incel on the ship that they were on, they finally made it to the room that Savage was in, until all of a sudden, they were transported to a random location, all thanks to the power of the egg, which was activated by Savage. And he puffed his chest and provided Batman with one wish, which is where and when he wants to die. Which is such a stupid wish to grant. Like, you're asking him when he wants to die. Great, what if he says 80 years from now? That's going to be pretty uneventful for you. This whole wish thing is dumber than listening to Logan Paul's podcast. But anyways, Batman is not afraid of some homeless wimp and proceeds to activate the already activated egg by saying the iconic Green Lantern oath, and then suddenly, this Kinder Surprise opens up, shows Batman a little ring, which he grabs with all his might, and mighty morphs into a white lantern, and knocks Savage out cold with a knock on the face and a beam to the chest. And it really sucks because this teddy bear was jealous that the lantern chose Bruce and not Savage, but envy is a sin, and now he's paying the price. But it seems like this ring is a little too powerful. So powerful, in fact, not only can he not control it, but he can't take off the ring. And this puts him in a very sticky situation when he finds out that every single wimpy stick Green Lantern is here to apprehend Bruce for playing with a weapon that is forbidden. But Bruce knows that this was an accident and tries to tell these celery sticks that it was an accident, but none of them listened and they all just attacked him. But he's trying to hold them off because the power he has is unstable. But once again, they still don't listen. And as a result, the ring begins to go critical, consumes all of Batman, and then suddenly teleports him into some blank void. But you may be wondering, what happens after that? Well, it's pretty basic. He finds a Smurf who helps him get out, and then he beats Savage. Now watch another video, you peaches, and see ya.